or if you don't have blocks in your house, maybe a large book will work, an encyclopedia or something to that effect. You can sit with your feet like this. This is called sukhasana, or if you like, you can sit with your knees out in front, just like so. Wherever you are, just kind of finding your sits bones rooting into the block or into the floor, and trying to find a nice long spine, and then starting to notice your breath. You're starting to come to your breath. And you're going to slowly start to lengthen your inhales and start to lengthen your exhales, and just try to find a little bit of stillness, right? So things are a bit peculiar right now, right? So see what you do to find a little bit of stillness. Perhaps you even try closing your eyes. You're just coming to your breath and just noticing. Just noticing yourself, no judgment, no labels, just noticing, oh, that's peculiar. Oh, okay, my left knee. Interesting. Oh, my right arm. Okay. If you're ready, you can start to transition to that ujjayi breath. It's an inhale through the nose, slight constriction in the back of the throat. You're trying to fill the body up. You're trying to create some space. As you exhale, you drag the air back up your throat and then out your nose like you're trying to fog up a mirror without actually opening up your mouth. It's a very audible breath, so you should be able to hear your breath between your ears, right? Kind of like, it sounds kind of like Darth Vader or wind between the trees. If you're ready, you can start to take a few seated cat-cow tilts. So as you inhale, you lengthen through the sternum, lift the heart up. As you exhale, you can start to round. You can start to tuck the chin towards the chest. So you imagine catching the breeze as you round. As you inhale, lengthen through the whole spine. Lift your heart up, relax your shoulders. As you exhale, start to round forward, tuck your chin, let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, rounding. Maybe you move real slow to begin with. Maybe you start to speed it up a little bit. After you've taken a few cat-cow tilts, you can start to take some Sufi grinds. Maybe you go to the right first. So you can go to the right, sending your right rib towards your right knee, and then the sternum forward, left rib to your left knee, and then coming back. I'm just mirroring you guys, right? So inhale going towards the right, and then as you exhale, you come back around. You might go to the right a few times, and then after you've gone to the right a few times, then you go to the left. Once again, I'm mirroring you guys, so when I go to my left, I'm actually going to my right, and vice versa. After you've taken a few Sufi grinds, you're going to come back to a neutral spine position. In this neutral spine position, you're going to plant the right hand, inhale, look up past your left fingertips. Once again, I'm mirroring you guys. So I'm reaching up with my left fingertips, and I start to reach over my left ear. You might flag the right hand out a little bit further, and you're going to reach up and over. Imagine trying to touch where the ceiling meets the wall, and wherever you are, try to root down through your sit bone as you reach up through your fingertips. Try to keep some length as you reach up. As you exhale, follow that hand down, and then plant the left hand. Inhale, look up past the right fingertips. You're reaching up. So as you inhale, really try to reach up, create some space in the ribs. Exhale, try to root down a little bit more into your sit bone. Then inhale, circle sweep that hand all the way back up and bring it down. You're going to interlace the fingers like so, but you're going to do it behind your back. So you interlace the fingers like so. You can start to lift the arms up. Elbows can be bent or straight. Just lift the arms up. As you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the knuckles to the outside of your left side, right? So just right by your oblique here. Take a breath here. And then re-straighten out the elbows. And then as you bend the elbows, now you're going to bring it to the right side. Turn this way so you can see a little bit more. And inhale, straighten out the arms. And then release the hands right by your side once again. Last one, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then you're gonna bring your hands to prayer, and you're gonna bring them right behind the nape of your neck, so the base of your skull. Now draw the elbows up. Imagine lifting the elbows up towards the sky. Start to look up. Try to lengthen through the triceps. Try to lengthen to the left and the right side of your body. Look up. Take a nice full inhale, reach up. As you exhale, make baskets with your hands. Draw your chin towards your chest. Draw the elbows together. Try to breathe into your upper back. Try to breathe between the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the baskets up towards the sky, reach up. Then you exhale, circle seat the hands right by your side. Really nice. All right, so you can remove the block, the books, whatever you have, and you're gonna come to your first downward facing dog. So in this downward facing dog, plant the hands about shoulder width distance. If you wanna measure it, you can press the thumb mounds into the mat, rotate in, middle fingers should just barely kind of touch each other, just like they're kind of whispering to each other. And then rotate them back out. Curl the toes under, send the hips up and back. Start to pedal out your first downward facing dog. Bending the left knee, bending the right knee. Maybe send the hips way to the left, toes point to the right, bend the knees nice and deep to the right. You can swing the hips way to the right, toes point to the left, bend the knees nice and deep to the left. You can do this a few times. If you like, you can send the hips all the way to the right and maybe cross the left ankle on the right knee. If you want to go further, you can draw the right hip to touch the mat. And this is opening up the hips. And then you can come lifting the hips back up, release the ankle, cross the other ankle on the knee, right? It's like a figure four. And then you can send the hips way to the left, maybe bend the left knee so deep that your left hip touches the floor, touches the mat, and you come to facing your shin. And then you can send the hips back up towards the sky and release that ankle and anything that feels good. Maybe you bend both knees, perhaps you bend both elbows, but eventually you're going to settle into this nice, strong, upside down V shape. Inhale the hips up nice and high. As you exhale, walk or hop your feet right between your hands. Once you get to the top of your mat, measure 2 fist distance right between your arches. From here, relax your head, neck, and jaw, grab opposite elbows, and gently start to sway left and right, left and right, left and right. Shake your head no, you can nod your head yes, you can bounce the torso off the thighs. Try to keep the head and the neck and the jaw relaxed. Maybe the mouth opens slightly. Maybe you start to drool just a little bit. That can be nice. You can bend the knees really deep, coming into a nice deep squat. It can feel nice as well. Really nice on the hips, the knees, and the ankles. Good for these internal organs too. A little compression. Send the hips back up towards the sky, release opposite elbows. From here, interlace the fingers right behind you. As you inhale, lift the knuckles off the small of your back. As you exhale, start to rinse out the shoulders, start to open up the chest, try to relax the head, neck, and jaw. From here, bend the right knee and start to look over your left shoulder. You might bend the right knee so deep that your right shoulder touches the inside of your right knee. You can look over your left shoulder. Perhaps you start to straighten out the left leg a little bit more. So imagine lifting the left hip a little bit higher as you root down through all 4 corners of your left foot. You're stretching out the left IT band. Inhale brings you back up to center. Exhale, bend the left knee, and you're looking over your right shoulder. As you inhale, you send the right hip a little bit higher, right? As you exhale, try to root down to all 4 corners of your right foot. Maybe the left shoulder grazes the inside of your left knee. Inhale brings you back up to center. Exhale, release the hands. Let the hands trickle back down to the mat. From here, inhale, unroll spine, half lift. Palms come to shins. You reach the heart away from the hip creases. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, unroll spine, half lift. As you exhale, forward fold, you can think cat here, a little bit of rounding. Inhale, unroll spine, half lift. You can think cow, a little curve in the low back. You might need to bend the knees to get that curve in your low back as you lengthen through the sternum. And then exhale, nice deep forward fold.
Now you can keep the feet apart or you can heel toe them together. You get to choose. But wherever you are, you're going to inhale, circle sweep your hands all the way up towards the sky. Reach up nice and long. So you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, you're going to hinge at the waist. You can swan dive down or hands to heart center, arms out long in front of you. Inhale, unroll the spine, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the hands all the way up towards the sky. As you exhale, hinge at the waist, start to fold forward. So you inhale, unroll spine, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the hands all the way up towards the sky, finding the rhythm of your breath. As you exhale, you hinge at the waist, you start to fold forward. You're going to do 3 more half sun salutations on your own breath. Inhales bring you up, exhales bring you right back down. 3 more on your own breath. 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale brings you up. The exhale will bring you back down. Let the breath guide you. If you start to move ahead of your breath, try to slow down your movement. Let the breath be the guide once again. You always have the option to throw a back bend in. After you've done 3 half sun salutations, you'll end up in a forward fold. If you get there before anybody else, nobody's going to know, especially if your screen's off. But if you get there, maybe you start to pedal out the legs, bending the left knee, bending the right knee. Once again, shaking the head no and yes a few times. Once you get to that last forward fold, plant the hands, walk or hop the feet back into a push-up plank position. Shoulders going to stack right over the heel of the palms. Try not to let the hips sag, but at the same time, try not to lift them up too high. We're trying to create this plank shape, right? From here, inhale, press away, broad across the upper back. Exhale, hover your chest off the mat. Inhale, push straight back up. Exhale, lower down, hover your chest off the mat. Inhale, push straight back up. Exhale, lower down all the way. Try to get your belly, chest, and thighs all to land on the mat at the same time. Point the toes towards the back of the mat. Draw the fingers below the shoulder blades. From here, press the top of the feet lightly into the floor. Knees float up. Inhale, lift your hips up. Baby cobra. Feel the back start to engage as you lift the chest up. Maybe even float the hands off the mat as well. And then exhale, come on down. All right, from here, we're going to come into a full cobra. So once again, press the top of the feet into the floor. Knees float up. Inhale, lift your heart up. Elbows come to about 90 degrees. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Puff the chest up. Full cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. If you're ready for upward facing dog, curl the toes under. You're just going to hover the chest a few inches off the mat. And then as you inhale, roll over the toes. And then straighten out the arms. Try not to hyperextend the elbows. Look up. And then wherever you are, exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up. Start to point and flex the right foot. Circle that right ankle clockwise and counterclockwise. Maybe make some big circles with the right leg. Right knee bent or straight. If you want to modify, you could have the left knee down. You could still make circles with the ankle and the hip, but the left knee would be down. Wherever you are, straighten out the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg straight and strong. Exhale, right knee to right armpit, maybe right elbow. We're going to hover here for a second. Now as you exhale, you're going to lower the right knee down to your right wrist. As you inhale, press the hips up. Try to keep the contact right knee, right elbow. Exhale, lower it down. Try to keep the contact right knee to right wrist. Inhale, push it up. Keep the contact right knee to right tricep. Exhale, lower it down. Last one. Exhale, push it up. Straighten out the right leg. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. From here, spiral the left heel down. Straighten out the right leg. Roll the left ribs open. Come into fallen triangle. Roll the left ribs open. Maybe look up past your left pinky. Maybe peel the heart open a little bit more. Exhale, follow the left hand around and down. Inhale, right leg straight and strong. Bend the right knee. Stack the hips. Feel the right hip stack onto the left. Now, let the right sole of your foot land behind your left knee. Come into wild thing. Look up past your right fingertips. Peel the heart open. Maybe look towards the top of your mat. If you're ready, take a back bend here. You can bend the left knee as well.
Maybe the right hand finds the floor. And then wherever you are, exhale, follow the right hand around and down. Inhale, right leg straight and strong. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to place the foot between the hands without lifting up the right heel of your palm. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't land right between the hands, heel toe the feet up. Now you can modify by dropping the left knee down, but wherever you are, you're going to plant the left hand, look up past the right fingertips. If you like, you can come up to the left fingertips. Right, a little bit more space in the torso. Imagine rolling the right ribs open and reaching through the crown of your head by leveraging and pressing the left big toe mountain into the floor and rolling the right ribs open even more. Exhale, follow right hand down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Crescent lunge. So inhale, reach up. Keep the left hand up. Reach the right hand behind you. Right hand can find the back of your left leg. Rotate the left palm towards the back of your mat. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, dive the left elbow over the right knee. Start to press the palms together. As you press the palms together, use that pressing action to leverage the twist. You can stay here the whole time. If you're ready, you can go left fingertips down, right fingertips up. If you're ready, you can take a bind, bending the right elbow, finding the left hand between the legs. But wherever you are, you're going to continue to roll your right ribs open. Bind's coming done. Fly over, bring the hands back together. Everybody exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, plant the hands. Right foot meets the left. We'll go through our flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, come on back. Excellent. That crescent lunge was the first pose of our ladder. Inhale the left leg up. Start to point and flex the left foot, circle the left ankle, clockwise and counterclockwise. Same thing, you can modify. Same thing, you can make big circles with the left hip. Left knee can be bent or straight as you make these circles. And then lift the left leg as high as you can. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg straight and strong. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, left elbow, maybe left armpit. Now try to keep the contact. We're going to work the core here. Exhale, lower down, left knee to your left wrist. Inhale, lift the hips up, but keep the contact. Exhale, knee down, right to the wrist. Inhale, push it up. Keep the contact. Try to go left knee to left tricep. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, push the hips up, straighten out the left leg. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. From here, spiral the right heel down, straighten out the left leg, roll the right ribs open, fallen triangle. If you want a little bit more, you can always lift that left leg up. If you want to modify here, you could always drop the left knee down. It's like a modified plank. Wherever you are, exhale, follow that right hand down. Inhale that left leg straight and strong. Stack the hips, bend the left knee. Now, feel the left sole of your foot land behind your right knee. Look up past your left fingertips. Wild thing. If you're ready, you can bend the right knee as well. Left hand might find the floor. You might come into a full wheel. So exhale, follow left hand around and down. Inhale, left leg straight and strong. Exhale, knee to nose. Still working the core. You're going to try to place the foot between the hands without lifting up the left heel of your palm. Perhaps it happens, perhaps it doesn't. Doesn't matter, doesn't mean anything. Plant the right hand, inhale, look up past the left fingertips. Roll the left ribs open. You can modify by dropping the right knee down. Wherever you are, you can pop up to the right fingertips. Finding more space in the torso as you roll the left ribs open. Reach to the crown of your head, twist and lengthen. Exhale, follow left hand down. Inhale, left leg straight and strong. Exhale, knee to nose. Now, from here, we're going to come into crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Keep the right hand up, reach the left hand all the way behind you. Rotate the right palm towards the back of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive the right elbow over the left knee. Maybe even the right armpit over the left knee. Now start to press the palms together. This will help you to leverage the twist. Twisting, so good for the body. Twisting and binding, so good for the body. Right, starts to compress the internal organs, squeezing the blood, increasing digestion, increasing blood flow. You can take a bind here, or you can just continue to press the palms together. If you fall out, no big deal. Binds come undone. Fly away, bring the hands back together. Everybody exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands. Left foot meets the right. Exhale, go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, come back. Downward facing dog. So we've done our crescent lunge with the twist. That's the first step of the ladder. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot right between the hands. Stay high on the left toe mound. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, come right into our twist. Diving the left elbow over the right knee, pressing the palms together. As you exhale, you come back to center. So you inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, open up, warrior two. This is the second step, or second rung in our ladder. Root down through all four corners of your right foot. Maybe push down through that right heel a little bit more. Perhaps you sit a little bit lower on that right thigh. Try to draw the tailbone down, and then reach out past your right fingertips. Try not to lean forward, try not to lean back. Try to center the spine right over the hips. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Right foot meets the left. Go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend of your choice. As you exhale, come on back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot right between the hands. Stay high on the right toe mound. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to dive into a high lunge twist, crescent lunge twist. As you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, open up, warrior two. So spiral the right heel down, left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Maybe you sit a little bit lower in that left thigh. Try to wrap the right knife edge of your right foot all the way down to the ground. Maybe a little lift in that right arch. Spine centered over the hips. See if you can relax your shoulders. Right? The arms will rest on the buoyancy of your lungs. Take a nice full inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Left foot meets the right. Go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Let's continue to climb the ladder. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot right between the hands. Stay high on the left toe mound. Inhale up. As you exhale, dive right into that twist. Crescent lunge, twist. As you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Now we're going to go into exalted warrior. Rotate the right palm up. Start to reach forward, reach forward. Start to reverse your warrior. In reverse warrior, left hand can be on your left thigh, your left calf, your left ankle, or reaching around for a bind. Try to include the thumbs in your grip. Try to straighten out the right elbow. Try to reach up towards the ceiling, right, or the sky, and then start to reach back. The lower you sit, the further you're able to reach back. Try not to bend that right elbow, right? We're trying to lengthen from that right hip all the way past your right fingertips. Take a nice full inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Right foot meets the left. Go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog. In that flow, it's going to sound like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again. And that's because I am. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left foot right between my hands. Or your hands, preferably. Stay high on that right toe mound. Inhale, reach up. Crescent lunge. We've been here before. Dive into the twist. We've been here before as well. Pressing and twisting. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, reaching the arms up. As you exhale, open up. Warrior two. We've been here before. Now this is new. Rotate the left palm up. Start to reach forward, reach forward. Start to reverse your warrior. Sit low in the left thigh. Right hand on your right thigh, right calf, right ankle, or reaching around for a bind. Draw the tailbone down as you reach the left fingertips up. Especially if this is turned into a back bend, try to draw the tailbone down so we can really get into that left side seam. Reach up and then reach back. The lower you sit, the further you're able to reach back. Take a nice full inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Left foot meets the right. Go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. A few moments just to catch your breath. Let's continue to add on. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale that right foot right between the hands. Stay high on the left toe mount. Inhale all the way up. Crescent lunge. We've been here before. Exhale, dive into the twist. Maybe you're getting a little bit deeper in the twist each time. You always have the options for the bind or flyaway. As you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, open up. Warrior two. Soft gaze beyond your right middle finger. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Exalted warrior. We've been here before. As you exhale, bring the right hand to the right forearm. Right forearm to right thigh. Inhale, circle sweep left hand past your left ear. Extended side angle. Now you can stay here, very light in the right forearm. You're not resting the right forearm on the right thigh. If you want, you can straighten out the right elbow. If you want, you can straighten both arms. You can take a half bind, left hand to the inside of your right thigh, or you can go for that full bind. Maybe you even play with it, right? You're at home, maybe you play with birds of paradise. Maybe you play with bound half moon. Just so you know what it looks like, right? If you're playing with bound half moon, you only step halfway up. You engage the right leg and you play with lifting the left toe up. You might fall out of it. I might fall out. That's totally fine. No one's gonna see you, except for maybe your cat or your dog or your children or your partner. If you're doing birds of paradise, you would step all the way up, engage the left leg, float the right knee up. As you float the right knee up, try to roll the right ribs open, roll that right shoulder open. Maybe even straighten out that right leg. Birds and half moon, come on back. Binds come undone. Everybody cartwheel up, warrior two. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Right foot meets the left. Go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend. So you exhale, come on back, downward facing dog. Now let's add on to the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot right between the hands. Stay high on the right toe mount. Inhale all the way up. Crescent lunge, we've been here before. Exhale, dive into that twist. Option for a flyaway or a bind. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Open up. Warrior two, we've been here before. Rotate the left palm up. Reach forward, reach forward. Start to reverse your warrior. We've also been here before. Take a nice full inhale. As you exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Inhale, circle sweep right hand past your right ear. Extended side angle, first time on the left side. Option here to straighten out the left elbow. Very little weight in that left forearm. Option here to take both arms forward. You can stay here the whole time. Option to take a half bind or a full bind. Wherever you are, roll the right ribs open. Option here to play with that bound half moon. Once again, bound half moon, you would only step halfway up. You have to bring your torso down to lift your right leg up. You might just come to your right tiptoe, right? Or you might actually lift the right leg up. Maybe it hovers an inch off the mat. Maybe it hovers a foot off the mat. If you're coming into the full birds of paradise, you would step all the way up, engage the right leg, float the left knee up. As you float the left knee up, roll the left shoulder open, maybe point the left toes towards the ceiling. Birds come on back, bound half moon, step on back, binds come undone. Everybody cartwheel up, warrior two. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Left foot meets the right. And go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog. That is the ladder. So you're going to do the whole ladder on the right side and the whole ladder on the left side. Ready? Inhale, right leg up. And then exhale,
Bring the right foot between your hands, and then you're off on your own. I'm just gonna watch you guys, just to make sure everybody's with me. You might close your eyes. If you miss something, no big deal. So one breath, one movement. You guys are doing great. If you start to move ahead of the breath, slow the movement down. And then once again, for that extra challenge, you might close your eyes. Nice frog. Beautiful, Trevor. And yeah, you can play with, like, you might get into something, you're like, you know what, I'm going to play with that bound half moon. I'm going to try birds of paradise. Once you've done the right side, you're going to do the left side. Really nice. Now, if you complete the right side and the left side, you'll end up back in downward facing dog. And you might get there before anybody else, right? So if you're doing this at home and you're watching this recorded version, you might get there before anybody else. And if you do, you could just stay in that downward facing dog, pedaling it out, right? Or you might even take a child's pose. But play with it wherever you are. You might play with your extended side angle. You might play with a bind in your crescent lunge twist. Maybe something you've never done before. Maybe today's the day. Like, it just took quarantine to get you to this point. Beautiful, Hannah. Nice back bend. Nice, Alexis. You guys are gorgeous. Carrie and Lisa, so good. Now, once you get back to that downward facing dog, you might pedal it out a few times. Or once again, if you want to, you can take a child's pose. But you're doing the whole sequence on the right and the whole sequence on the left. If you forget something, it's not a big deal, right? Try not to dwell on it. Excellent. And then once you do get back, if you get that back before anybody else, start to come into a child's pose. Maybe take a little child's pose. Take the knees out wide and your forehead to the mat. Knees out wide, forehead to the mat. If you're still wrapping up, continue to wrap up. No rush. Once you get to that child's pose, you're going to take the knees out wide. You can have your arms back towards your heels, or you can have the arms out long in front of you. So arms towards the top of the mat, or arms back towards your toes. You're going to rock the body left and right, left and right. Maybe you rock the forehead left and right a few times. Coming back to your breath. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Head will be the very last thing to come on up. And then we're going to come back to a downward facing dog. So plant the hands, curl the toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot right between the hands. Spiral the left heel down, cartwheel up, warrior two. From here, straighten out the right leg, parallel the feet, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, start to hinge at the waist, start to fold forward. Nice and long. And then you're going to place the hands right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, take a half lift. As you exhale, you can start to walk your hands back in line with your toes, or you can flip the palms, taking the fingers away from the toes. Imagine drawing the crown of your head towards the mat. Slowly start to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Once the hands are back underneath the shoulders, you're going to walk the hands over to your left. As you walk the hands over to the left, see if you can take the right hand over the top of your left foot. If that's not available, right hand maybe the outside of your left calf or your left thigh. From here, you're going to roll the left ribs open and extend the left fingertips up towards the sky. The right hip starts to drop. Lift the right hip. Try to level out the sacrum. You might bend the elbow and go for a little half bind, looking for the inside of your right thigh. But wherever you are, roll the left ribs open. Once again, twists and binds, so good for the body. Compressing those internal organs. Exhale, fall that left hand down. Walk the hands back over. Now you're going towards the right foot. You're going to take the left hand over the top of your right foot. Maybe you find it, maybe not. If not, outside of the right calf or right thigh is fine, right? You could be up here. And then you're going to roll the right ribs open and extend the right fingertips up towards the sky. If the left hip is starting to drop, right? See if you can lift the left hip a little bit higher. Rolling the right ribs open, twisting. Maybe taking that bind, bending the right elbow. Looking for the small of your back or the inside of your left thigh. Looking past your right shoulder. These twists can create some compression on the internal organs, right? And then you get this squeeze, a little compression, getting the blood moving, fresh oxygenated blood moving into the internal organs. Slowly release the bind if you have it. Bring the right hand down. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift your heart all the way up towards the sky. From here, pivot on the left heel, left toes towards the back of your mat, angle in the right toes, open up warrior two. Take a nice full breath here. Then straighten out the left leg, and then re-parallel the feet. Now from here, bring the heels in, and then bring your hands on your thighs. With your hands on your thighs, inhale, lift the chest up. So you exhale, dive the left shoulder down. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe sit the hips down just a little bit lower. Inhale, lift the chest up. Now dive the right shoulder down. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, lift the chest up. As you lift the chest up, bring your hands to heart center. This is a goddess pose. If you want, you can lift the heels up as well. Otherwise, you can keep the heels down. We'll do this 3 rounds of this. So you're going to go goddess pose to star pose. So as you inhale, straighten out the legs, reach the arms up, star pose. Optional, lift the heels up. As you exhale, come all the way down, goddess pose, hands to heart center. And then inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, come into that wide-legged squat. Last one, inhale, reach all the way up. And then exhale, hands back to heart center. Really nice. From here, we'll do it one more time. Reach all the way up, goddess pose, but this time take the arms out parallel. Pivot on the right heel, right toes towards the front of the mat. Angle on the left toes about 45 degrees. Bend the right knee, come back into warrior two. Take a nice full inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Right foot meets the left. Go through your flow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, come back. Downward facing dog. Perhaps you pedal it out. Perhaps you take a few big ha sounds, right? And then wherever you are, bring the knees down. So the knees come down. We're going to take a set of camel pose. So measure 2 fist distance right between the knees. Bring your hands to your imaginary back pockets. With your hands to your imaginary back pockets, try to keep the hips over the knees. Don't let the hips lean back. Fingers can be facing down towards the back of the knees as you draw the elbows together. Lift the chest up. And as you lift the chest up, you can start to trace a line across the ceiling. If you're seeing the wall behind you, then perhaps you drop the shoulders even more. Then you can straighten out the elbows, reaching for the heels. Fingers on the inside, thumbs on the outside. As you inhale, lift the heart up. As you exhale, push the hips forward. The grip on your heels is to keep you from flying forward because you're lifting your chest up so much. But to look back. If you're looking back, and you would be talking like this, right? Maybe lift the chin up. You're trying to stay with the breath. One more inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale brings you all the way up. Exhale, sink your hips to your heels. Close your eyes. You bring your left hand to your belly, your right hand to your heart. That one's a big one. It asks you to be very vulnerable, right? Expose your whole soft underbelly. Usually when you get scared, anxious, right? When fear comes in, tuck your chin down, you roll the shoulders in, you try to protect your heart. So that pose asks the opposite. And when you come out of it, it's pretty natural to feel a little woozy maybe, perhaps a bit peculiar. It's interesting. You can slowly release the hands. You can slowly flutter the eyes open. With the eyes open, you can rock to your left or to your right. You're going to send the legs out long in front of you. The legs out long in front of you, you're going to bring the left sole of your foot to the right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, reach out and long. Grab whatever's available. So maybe that you're just grabbing your calf or your ankle. Maybe you grab the feet. If you have a block, you can always place it in front of the sole of your feet and reach for the block. You can flex the toes back to get more into the Achilles, the calf, and the hamstring. And then if you're ready, you can maybe start to draw your forehead towards your knee, drawing your sternum towards your right shin. With every inhale, create a little bit more length. With every exhale, so even go just a little bit deeper. If you want to, you can take the left hand to the outside of your right pinky toe. Bring the right hand by your right hip, and you can take a little twist here. So you can start to roll the right ribs open, and maybe look behind you. Square the body up. Now take the right peace fingers to your right Achilles. Right forearm parallel to your right calf. Roll the left ribs open. Really roll the left ribs open. Reach the left hand over your left ear. So even keep that left arm straight as you reach up and over. You might find the toes. Maybe you find the toes, maybe you don't. Right? But try to keep the arms straight rather than, oh, I want to really touch my toes. Well, now you're bending your elbow. See if you can get some length happening in the left side seam of your body. You can keep that left arm straight, and then perhaps it touches the toes, perhaps it doesn't. Continue to roll the left ribs open as you bring the right ribs under. Now, from here, inhale, circle sweep the left hand behind you. Plant the left hand. Come up to the top of your left knee. This is kind of like a wild thing, but we're doing it from our knee. Point the right toes down, lift the heart up, look towards the back of your mat. And then you exhale, come all the way back down. Excellent, switch it up. Left leg forward, sole of the right foot to the left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach out and long. So you're reaching out and long. You might find the knee, the calves, ankles. You might find the foot. If you have a block or a book, you can place it at the sole of your left foot. You might find a little bit more length there. Makes your legs a little bit longer. So inhale, create some length. As you exhale, you can start to draw your forehead to your knee, maybe your sternum towards your left shin. If you want more of a stretch to the back of your leg, really push to the left heel, flex the left toes back, right? Roll that left pinky toe back as you push through that left heel. Wherever you are, don't forget to breathe. If you want to take a twist here, right hand, left pinky toe, or the outside of your left calf, right? You can take this twist here. And then you can bring the left hand by your left hip to help leverage the twist, whether the right hand is on the foot or the calf or the thigh. And then slowly start to square yourself back up. Left peace fingers to your left Achilles. Left forearm parallel to the left calf. Roll the right ribs open. Roll the right shoulder open. Extend the right fingertips up towards the sky. And then up and over. You're reaching for your left toes. Perhaps you find your left toes. If you don't, no big deal. If you do, great. If you don't, great. There's no real meaning behind it, right? Besides the story that you're telling yourself. As you're reaching up, you're breathing to the right side rib, trying to create more length. Remember, you're not obligated to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago, 5 days ago, 5 years ago even. Roll the right ribs open a little bit more. Take one more full inhale. And then inhale, circle sweep the right hand up and back.
Place the right hand down, come to the top of your right knee, point the left toes down, look up past your left fingertips, peel the heart open. It's kind of like Wild Thing, but you're doing it from the knee. As you exhale, come all the way back down. Excellent. And the legs out long in front of you. Scooch to the front of your mat. Bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a couple good rocks. You're going to end up lying on your back. Once you're lying on your back, you can squeeze the knees to the chest, where we're going to do a few back bends. So bring the soles of your feet to the floor, and you should be able to tickle the heels with your fingertips. Feet are about hips width distance apart. If you're not really sure, the heel should be right in front of your sits bones. That's a good measurement. Now from here, you can bend the elbows, palms are facing each other. As you inhale and lift the hips up towards the sky. If it's available, you might slide the heel of your palms underneath your hips. You might need to lift your heels up, and then you can slide the heel of your palms underneath your hips to lift the hips up. And then perhaps you try bringing the heels back down. If the hips will stay up nice and high, you can even straighten out the arms and interlace the fingers underneath you, walking the triceps and shoulders closer together. Try to keep the back of your head pressing into the mat, a little space between your chin and your chest. You can imagine looking across the ceiling towards the back of your mat. Then you exhale, bring the hips down. If you want, you can set the hips on the wrists and forearms. If you want more weight, you can lift the knees up, rolling the knees clockwise and counterclockwise. Second back bend, you can do the same thing, the bridge, or if you're ready for it, you can take a wheel, all 10 fingers right by your ears. With wheel, I like to come to the top of my head. So start to lift my hips up and come to the top of my head. Then I press into my hands, and then I'll press into my feet. I'll press into my feet to lift my hips up. I'll press into my hands to lift my heart up. And then don't forget to breathe. And then slowly come on down. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Bring your hips back down. And then you have an option for a third back bend. So you can do another bridge. You can do another wheel. Or if you want to, you can take a camel pose or any back bend that's in your practice. So you get to choose anyone that would feel good. If you want to, you can take a supported back bend. If you have a block or a book, maybe your last back bend is a supported back bend. But try to take at least 5 full inhales, 5 full exhales in your last back bend. If you're taking a supported back bend, place the block underneath your sacrum. If you'd rather, you can take a supported back bend by placing the block right around your shoulder blades. That would be supported fish pose. This is what the supported back bend looks like with the block underneath your sacrum. And if you were taking a supported fish pose, you would place it between your shoulder blades. It could be going perpendicular or parallel to your spine. You would choose. You could do a little bit of R&D to find the place that works for you. After you've taken 5 full inhales, 5 full exhales, you're going to slowly start to remove the block, bring the hips back down, right, whatever back bend you're in. And then if you want to, you can bring your knees to your chest. You can rock a few times. You can make little figure 8s right over your sacrum. And then keep the right knee in, send the left leg out long. With the right knee in, you're going to take the right knee across your body. As you take the right knee across your body, extend the right arm towards the right side of your mat. It could be going straight out, or it can be going up towards the top of your mat. The right leg can be bent, or perhaps you straighten it. If you're straightening it, you might even find the top of the foot with your left hand. Try to keep the right shoulder heavy. You might even look over your right shoulder. Otherwise, continue to look up at the sky. Taking a few breaths here. Next inhale brings the right knee back in. Give it a nice little squeeze. Send it out long. Inhale, left knee up. Give the left knee a nice little squeeze.
And then you're going to start to take it across your body towards the right side of your mat. Left arm goes straight out or above your head. So you can choose, or it can be kind of anywhere in that general vicinity. You can keep the left knee bent, or you can straighten it. If you're straightening it, you might find the top of your left foot with your right hand. Maybe it feels like a deeper twist. Wherever you are, try to lift the right hip up and scooch it back so you can take the twist just a little bit deeper. You can look up at the sky, or you can look over your left shoulder. Trying to keep the left shoulder nice and heavy. Just wringing yourself out. And then wherever you are, inhale, bring the left knee back up. Give it one nice last little squeeze, send it out long. Ask yourself, is there anything else you want from your practice? Maybe you want to take a happy baby. Maybe you want to take a plow. Or perhaps you're already ready for your savasana. If you're ready for your final savasana, go ahead and take your final savasana. But if you want to take like a plow or a happy baby, I like to bring my knees to my armpits. I like to cut my heels, right? Everything fits. The body's meant to fit. You might not fit with other people, but you fit yourself. Everybody fits. This is called fitness. And then whenever you're ready, you can start to work your way to your final savasana. Take your time, no rush. You let the heels be heavy, the toes flop open, legs can be as wide as the mat, legs can be even wider than the mat. Arms can be as wide as the mat, arms can be wider than the mat. I like to close my eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can just keep your eyes open. Maybe focus on one spot on the ceiling. But I like to close my eyes in the final savasana. Start to let the heels relax, right? So you let the heels relax, let the toes flop open, relax the feet and the ankles completely. Bring your awareness to your calves, quads, or hamstrings. Bring your awareness to your legs. Can you relax the legs completely? Feel your hips relax completely. No engagement from the glutes. No engagement from any of the muscles surrounding your hips. Relax your hips completely. Notice the rise and fall of your belly and chest. Can you relax your belly and your chest completely? Relax your entire back completely. Anything that's touching the mat gets heavier. Anything that's not becomes a little bit lighter. Feel the shoulders roll open, biceps roll open, forearms roll open. Can you relax the arms completely? Let the back of the hands rest on the mat. There's a natural curve in the fingertips. Relax the hands completely. Bring your awareness to your neck. Can you relax your neck completely? And finally, can you relax your face completely? A little separation between the teeth and the lips. Let the tongue be soft in your mouth. If your eyes close, can you relax your gaze completely? Can you relax the entire body completely? Take your time here in this final savasana. If you like, you can continue to just lay here. Liz and I were talking and they said it's final savasana, 20 minutes minimum. Forgot who said that exactly, but that's the minimum for the final savasana. So maybe you lay here for 20 minutes. If you're ready to start bringing awareness back to your fingertips and into your body, you can slowly start to come on up. I'm going to come on up and check in with you folks, but if you'd like to continue to lay and enjoy your final savasana, please